Hi, and welcome back to the Lock Around the Clock for the first week of October, week 5. We are here. We are ready to go. It is on. Last week we were 1-2, and overall on the season we are 8-6. However, we are going to pull it out. This week we're going to go 3-0. Before we do, we're going to talk about our good friends and sponsors at LouDogs.com. Go to LouDogs.com, check them out today, find out what all their the hype is about, man. It's a great handicapping site. You got to go there and check it out. Free rolls, all kinds of good stuff. LouDogs.com. Check them out. On to the 1 o'clock lock this week. The 1 o'clock lock features Tampa Bay at New Orleans. New Orleans has to get on track, and if any game is going to do it, this is going to do it for them at home. Now, the problem is their defense can't stop anybody, and Mike Glennon and company on Tampa Bay have gotten hot, and they have been playing well, and this offense is pretty much moving. It looks pretty good, whether it's Bobby Rainey back there or Muscle Hamster. But the total in this game is 48. Now, both of these teams are averaging against 29 and 28 points each, respectively. It doesn't matter. It's 28 and 29 points each of these teams are letting up, and the total is 48. Both of these teams should have a good offensive showing in the dome, on the turf, especially New Orleans at home. Look for them to get it right. Look for them to put up points. Look for a 34-36 game. Look for this total to go well over the 48. Go with the over at 48 in the New Orleans game. That's the 1 o'clock lock. Now on to the 4 o'clock lock. Kansas City at San Francisco to pull the pants over that defense with a big offensive showing at Levi Stadium. Look, Kansas City played hot against a very bad New England team at this point. However, and yes, they were at home, but however, Andy Reid and company, they do one thing well. Defensively, they are still a very good defense. If you remember last year, they just had a lot of injuries down the stretch and into the playoffs. But their defense is good at stopping the pass. And guess what? Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers, that's all they're doing is passing because they're not running the ball, and they're not even passing that well. And this is against the good defense that stops the pass. Look for the special teams and defense of Kansas City to take this game over. They're getting 6 in this game. And to be honest with you, the way San Francisco, Kaepernick in the running game, plus not to mention all the problems going on in the locker room with Harbaugh and the dissent on this team, and the defense hasn't really shown up. Look for Kansas City to run away, and I mean run away, between Jamal Charles and Niall Davis and Alex Smith with his big target. Kelsey down the center. Look for Kansas City to take this game in a landslide, plus the 6. That's the 4 o'clock lock. On to the 8 o'clock lock. And people, let me tell you something. We only got one game to pick from, and unfortunately, everybody is on Cincinnati. They love Cincinnati. They're favored in Foxborough by a point against the New England Patriots, where basically the bottom has dropped out. The Tea Party has gone sour. This is a problem. Tom Brady's 37 years old, people. He doesn't have players on that offense like Randy Moss. He's got Gronkowski, but he's damaged goods. This team is not moving the ball, and they're also getting smoked. And Cincinnati coming off a bye week entering October with Andy Dalton, who's hot, and his offense running well, and I mean running well. The New England defense can't stop people on the ground, and they're definitely not going to stop people. Revis is not the Revis we saw with the Jets. And this time he's going to have a big problem against this offensive attack and wide receiving core for the Cincinnati Bengals. Look for the Bengals to come in and not only lay the one, but lay the wood to this New England team. And I hate to jump on the bandwagon. I hate to jump on this team when they're down, although I really don't like the Patriots, to be honest with you. But they really look as bad as they are. And at home against even my lowly Raiders, they almost lost that game if it weren't for that mysterious holding call at the end of the game. 8 o'clock lock. Take the Cincinnati Bengals. Lay the one. Lay the wood. Take it to the book. Take it to the bank. And as always, until next week, take it easy.